Hey, Stubby here. We had a failed attempt at miniaturization, and we're working towards power. Let's go! Hello, we are back. So a few things. One, I wanted to take a minute to apologize to you guys. I I took a day off yesterday to work on some more content, more background stuff on this. And the reason why is I started to feel like I was just trying to get an episode out every day, and a couple of them I felt were lacking content. Um, and I don't like that feeling. I really want to make sure these are full of content for you guys, full of steps. So I'm going to try to do more on the background side, so each episode is fully prepped. And if I'm not getting enough available that I can really give you guys a good, solid episode, I'm gonna keep working on it and then put it out as soon as I've got a quality episode for you guys. I want to make sure you're getting the most out of it. Um, Also, there is an update to this pack where they fixed the hemp seed that I talked about. The ratio is a little bit low, so there's going to be a second update. So if you're updating as of the evening of the 10th, it's not going to be quite right. So there will be a second update. Excuse me. So in between episodes, I did several things. I upgraded ourselves to the diamond furnaces, which basically just run faster, and you have the ability to use this augment slot. That augment slot, what is this? Iron furnaces, that's the one. You can use the wireless heat transmitter with the receiver and basically use RF power to power the furnace instead of a fuel source. There's others to make it a blast furnace for smoking, for speed, and for fuel efficiency. So got those knocked out. I just went to diamond. I put up a second take for latex, so we're knocking out creosote and latex. I had to redo the things. The pollution vents, they weren't working quite right. I'm gonna go show you that, and I added some skylights in to help this out. I did a lot of EMC growth, and I made a scanner. So let's go check. Ooh, hey, hello, Mr. Trader. Nothing. Okay, so they weren't emptying out. Apparently, the hopper has to be at the bottom of these, but at the same time, the redstone signal was locking it from the pump. So I'm really not quite sure the best way to do that, because you can put it at the bottom of these, you can put it at the bottom of the chimney, the bottom of the pump, but it kept getting redstone signals. So I just redid them like this. I put the elevator so I could just come up and empty them out as needed, and that should hopefully handle that. And the last thing I made was this scanner. Oh, and now I'm throwing it. So the scanner quest line right here, you make the scanner and you make this blank module, which you can then use the module and add these other, or create these other modules. So I did the common ore and the rare ores. So what you do is you shift right click, and you can see, so I have the rare ore one, which will look at for diamonds, emeralds, things like that. And the common ore one, coal, iron, copper, that kind of stuff. And I made the immersive engineering charging station. To charge it, you just right click, drop it in, it charges, easy day. And to use it, you just hold down right click, it'll scan, and oh, there's no ores in the void. That's how that works. I believe that is the major changes, major updates I have done so far. Yeah, that should be it. And I set up our compact crafting miniaturization device. This is a temporary spot. I just wanted to get it up. You can go various sizes. You can actually go one smaller, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a 9 by 9 space in the middle, and you can go up several sizes bigger. Each two spaces, these are moved apart, makes this 1 square bigger, 1 square bigger, so on and so on. The device we need to make is a 4x4, so 1 square shorter would have made this a 3 by 3 in here. Obviously wouldn't have worked. So we have the 5 by 5 setup that will work for what we are trying to make. And we will start with making that. And I need more clear glass. There we go. And the pattern for this, we are working on the thermal frame, is steel on the bottom, iron on the top, with every empty wall piece filled with the clear glass. And we'll just go ahead and make it. It doesn't matter where inside the square as long as it's there. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Pay attention to the numbers. I made it a little too big. There, add the corners, and we'll start filling it up with some of the glass. And iron on the top. So this is the structure, and then you throw the item. You'll know that when you look at the recipe. It'll tell you the items you need. It'll show you it broken apart, put together. You could do a layer by layer view where you see which each layer looks like. And it'll show you the item that you throw into it. So it just has to go into the field, so I can throw it right here. And it should work. Maybe. Maybe not. Interesting. Clear gas. Throw this in the miniaturization field to start the crafting. All right, well, let's just move these back one more. That should be enough. But let's play safe. We'll move back one more. We'll test that. If for some reason this doesn't work, I'll mess with it. I said I didn't want to get the credit for it, so you guys could actually see the first one. But if moving it back one doesn't work, I will figure this out offline, and we will see the solution. So it was right there. We'll move it back one. Move back one. Move back one. And move it back one. And we'll replace these. Let's see, what math did I do wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be right. But something's off. Hold on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this. Move that one there. Put this one there. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from here to here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that one makes the 5. So we'll do this one. That one. This one. This one. Huh. Oh, that's right. It's even numbers. So I actually have to go back one more. That's what it was. I remember now. You have to move them 2 squares at a time. Not just one. Because of the way they multiply, each one, if it was here, it has to go to here. That's right. Stubby moments. They're still going to happen. No matter how much you prepare. And this one will move back 1, and we'll get that larger field. There we go. And now we have a much larger one. And we'll try this again. So we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Boop, boop. 1 dot there and there. Clear glass. Like I said, if this isn't working how I expect it to work, we'll stop. I will play with it. I will come up with the right way to make it work, and then we will show it on camera when it actually works, but I will already have gotten credit for it. Just wanted to avoid doing that. I like seeing the little credit pop up on here. You gonna work? Block of steel, block of iron, clear glass, block of steel, block of iron. And yeah, that's right. Thought I was just throw it in. Throw this item into the field to start crafting. Oh. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. It didn't work. So I'll play with that between episodes. Sorry, guys. Wonder if the field needs to be up 1. We'll try one last thing. I have an idea. We'll try one last thing. And if this doesn't work, like I said, we do have some other stuff. We do want to progress. I'm not going to take too long on this. You know what? We'll just stop here. We're going to move on. Other things I wanted to work on. Wanted to get to bees, which requires me buying candle something, candle fruit, candleberry, candle. There was 2 items that would have gave it. It was the candleberry seed and the candle nut sapling. So we'll buy one of those, and we will buy one of those. Now what this will do is gives you enough to make the all right. Want to click out for me? We'll do it the hard way. Boom, seed, and candle nut. And our wonderful time in a bottle. Get ourselves growing. And it should be 3 of them like that. Will give us the honeycomb that we need, which will start the honeycomb quest chain. We'll get credit. Oh, what do we get here? Pine sapling. Cool. And honeycomb blocks. And this opens up the bees G's. So we're going to want to start playing with these. I'm not going to do it this episode. I have a lot of research I'm learning, but I wanted to get to this book on camera. It's the bee cage, which is a block of honey. And the honey is going to take some getting. Golly gee. Ooh, DNA sampler. We need a bee. But that's how that one works. You can get the candle nut, and you can use that to craft honeycombs, which is the start of it. We do need to get the bees themselves, and if you looked in the description, there is this one. It'll let you know there's a 5% chance in plains, sunflower plains. They'll spawn on birch or oak trees, and they must be grown near flowers. You can use a porcelain doll to spawn a bee. Other biomes, chance of flowers forest at 2%, wooded hills, so on and so on. So that's just a matter of running around. We have a plains biome around here. We will just have to run around and get it. And I think since we have that extra mob cage right now, I will go ahead and do the DNA sampler to get that. What I want to do is I want to get to the book. Once I have the book, I can do a little more research, reading, understanding. I've got the gist of this, but I really want to be able to talk to you about it. So the honey bottle is what we're going to need. So we're going to get to that. And the last major thing I wanted to work for was the battery system, the flux power. Sorry, moment. I was like batteries. So flux power, the thing we needed, we were waiting for, was the flux blocks, which we needed the Capacitor, which was a potato, the redstone, but we needed the lead, which we went to the nether for, and we need the cured rubber, which is what we set up over there. Now we have the rubber. We have the lead, we have the redstone, and we have the potato. And now we can start on it. We'll make 1 lead ingot. And we'll use this lead ingot to make our Capacitor. We're going to need obsidian. We're going to need flux, obsidian, ender, and blaze. And we will make our eyes of ender. So the first one on the chain is going to be the Flux Core and the Flux Point. Flux Core, then we'll make the Flux Plug, Flux Point. The Flux Core is 4 obsidian, eye of ender, and 4 flux dust. Just like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and craft this one. I'm going to make a couple more because these will come in handy. And now we can use these flux cores. So we're going to make the flux point and the flux plug. Each of those will use flux core and redstone. So the flux block, we have 4 of them already. We will end up needing more. To make this, that was where the Capacitor came in. And we're going to look at, to complete this quest chain, we'll need 1. And the Flux Controller will need another one, so we'll need to make 2 of them. And then we'll be able to get into the Flux Storage. Now, this is going to add up quite a bit, and we need to get the miniaturization working properly, which was why I wanted to start with this, so we will circle back to the Flux block. But as you see, the recipe is pretty simple. It's glass panes with the flux blocks and a flux cell. You actually have to make quite a bit of them. It takes 1 setup to make the flux storage. The Herculean will take 6 of those. And then the Herculean, you'd use 6 Herculeans to make the gargantuan. So I plan on making those off camera. Once I get this working, we'll have a massive storage. But we'll start with, we'll make 1 more Capacitor. We'll make a flux plug. We'll make a flux block, and we'll make a flux block. We have the plug. We'll need the redstone block. There's the point. And the last one was the Flux Controller, which need 1 more core. Told you those would come in. And now we have the Flux Controller. Now to do this, we actually need to set up power to it. Right now we have the immersive power, and we have the dynamos that we haven't set up. And there will be ways to automate the things for the dynamos. So to start it right here, we're just going to drop it there. You can select a network, which we need to create one. We're going to go with stubby 1. The reason I'm doing stubby 1, you don't have to, but you can actually create multiple, let's call them channels with this, multiple networks. If it's still the same. I'm gonna go public because it's just me on here. And there's our stubby 1. If we wanted to, we'll set up wireless charging for us. You can set up network connections. Network members that are allowed in it. The settings. Oh, this one does do the 1 network. Okay, cool. There was a way to make it do more than 1, if I remember. Oh, create network. That's what it was. I was like, there's a way to do more than 1. And we will set up our. Once we needed LV capacitor, which was the treated wood planks, copper, lead, iron, and redstone. We have the lead, redstone, copper, and iron. Clean some of this up. Ooh, EMC for that. Nice. And we should hopefully have some treated planks. We'll need some more. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a bucket. We'll grab ourselves a stack. And we will run over to our tank real quick. Oh no, wrong one. Haha. Oh well. And it should have been, the recipe for this was right there. There is our LV capacitor. Clean our area up a little bit. Grab LV. We don't need the relay. We need the LV coil. We need our hammer. And we need terracotta and copper. So when you put the capacitor down, it is a sided block, and it will show you modes on it. So blue is input, orange is output, and nothing is no connection. Now you just right click on it to change its mode, like that. But if you shift right click, now you're working on the opposite side. So I set this one up right here. So I want input here and output on the other side. I'm going to put the Flux controller right there, my connector, and some power. And this should be charging, which it is not. Oh, that's right. Aha, moments. That's what these are for. So the plug receives energy from its blocks, and then the point is what disperses it. So what I want to do is, just to make this look cool, we'll do it right there. We'll put the plug on the top. We will put our controller right there. And the network we are going to select with it is stubby 1. And it should be shouldn't need this one on there, but doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, I think I need the battery. Ha! Pretty sure I need the battery. It's been a minute since I played with Flux. I'm always used to the thermal power or the pipes power. We could do something along the lines of this, and I believe if it's set up, it is not. Like that. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I think it's because it doesn't have any power storage to it is why it's not working. Plug. We will make this work. Enable wireless. Apply. Oh, yep. See, it is. It needs the storage. That was my issue. I know it is. So we'll stop here. It needs the storage. I need to put the point on a storage. Silly stubby. But this is how it works. You use the power supply to the plug. The plug will send it to the storage, which the controller is what handles everything. And I'm going to put you right here because you serve no purpose on anything else. But I'm going to put you right there because it looks cool. Pretend like it's working. So that's my initial power setup. We'll do some dynamos, some more flux plugs. I got a lot of crafting to do to get there, but the main thing is I need to get this to work. So off camera, I'm going to work on this. And we're going to get into this in the next episode. We're going to get into bees in the next episode. And from there, we should be making a lot more progress. As you can see, we are really opening up a lot of the chains on here. We can jump down. We have Industrial 4 going. We could jump into AA2, but it's a power item. We can jump into some resourceful crops, which I do plan on doing. I don't really want to wait to tier 2 to get the resourceful crops. And some of these other things. But the resourceful crops is the only one I'm going to jump ahead to. Other than that, I want to stay in tier 1. There's a lot of things we have to do. There's a lot of things we can get to, and I want to stay there. We may not 100% tier 1 before we move on. There's things like, what is this? White matter. 87, what is that, billion EMC to make one worth of stuff. I'm at like 4 million. That's it. So we're not close. But I want to knock out as much of tier 1 as possible before moving on. But we will stop right here. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And I am going to work my little behind off and try to make sure that I have enough content for an episode tomorrow. I want to be able to at least cover 2 or 3 things without too much trial and error stuff on camera. It's going to happen. Stubby has stubby moments. We're all human. You guys can see mistakes can be made. Hopefully you learn from my mistakes. Until next time, Stubby out.